Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 261. This chapter felt really short, honestly, after I read through it multiple times. It just feels short because it felt just fast, or it's just like, what I just saw was just unbelievable, and I'm just like, shocked as hell. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Estarossa crushed Mons Piet's last heart, and Mons Piet used the remaining whatever life he has left and pushes Delia away, and he does a suicide bombing on Estarossa and apologizes to her by saying, "I'm sorry, I won't be able to tell you I won't be able to stay by your side or protect you anymore, and I won't be able to tell you what I felt." And therefore he does a freaking hellblaze fire whatsoever nuclear bomb on himself, with Estarossa doing the damage. And we see to it that we go back to the war scene with Diane and King and the others being okay, and they manage to survive the first wave. And we see to it that Gila, I believe, the sister of Zeal, asks, "What about the demons headed to the direction of the capital? Should we pursue them?" We have to it that Hauser says, "Don't worry, they'll be okay." And we have to it that Hauser explains that we need to go rescue the people that are being attacked in the path of the demon clan's advance, but avoid doing battle within any towns or villages. Keep any casualties to a minimum. You understand? And we see to it that Gila is smiling while Diane and King are just like teasing him by saying, "He sure is Captain Lee." Even freaking like King's like, "He sure is." He says, "Stop teasing me. Anyways, if there are any wounded, take the chance we have to treat them now. If you ask..." But we have one of the Pleiadius Knights or something says, "If you ask me, there's no need for that. Let's just hurry forward as fast as we can." Death Pierce, on the other hand, wasn't just gravely wounded. He therefore says like those filthy attacks were so impure against a blessing from Lord Rudisho. It's okay that we're fine. We have to it that Gila says like they played a role of the blessing, but I have a bad feeling about this. And we have to it that King's like, everyone's acting like Rude is silly or something. And Elizabeth announced that you shouldn't rely on that temporary power whatsoever. While we have to it, Elizabeth calls it a cheat hope. That's a breath of bliss is nothing more than a cheat hoping technique. It has on the effects of the strength here and there, but it's drawn out at its uttermost limits. The only thing you don't feel is a sensation of fear or pain, and you're just gonna keep continuing to fight until you die. And we have to it that Death Pierce is like, "What the hell are you talking about, dude? How rude. You have any idea what you're saying right now?" And Deanne was pretty ticked off right now, says, "Hey, don't you dare talk like that to Elizabeth." And we have to it that Sario or Tario, the short angel guy whatsoever, Archangel, says, "You don't even know a damn thing, and I'm talking to you idiots." And we have to it that he explains that Lady Elizabeth spent the entire battle speaking to the hearts and souls of the demons, saying, "We do not seek this useless, pointless conflict. We wish to open a path between us," and stuff like that. But most of the demons didn't respond to her feelings. And we have to it that everyone's like, "Are you really serious about that?" And we had to it that that Death Pierce says, "But in the end, she was totally useless. She didn't even help at all." And we have to it that Tario, I think, or Sario says, "Hey, can you shut up and listen for a second?" He even further explains that there's no way that the lower ranked demons could possibly act against the absolute orders of the two highest ranked demons right now. That's Cusack and Chandler. You know, right now, even so, dozens of demons still lost the will to fight and fled. And I think one of the archangels, I think Tario, says, "Not to mention the effects of the breath of bliss, there are none that heal your wounds." And they go like, "How is that possible then?" Even right now, Hauser and Gila and everyone else is healed up right now, and they explain that Lady Elizabeth spent the entire fight healing your bodies. Without her, half of you guys will be dead on the battlefield right now, and you won't even be alive. And Elizabeth explains that if possible, I would like everyone here to live and try not to get their deaths, okay? And we see to it that Death Pierce tries to understand, like, Death Pierce seems to be surprised about this, while we see to it that Elizabeth is saying, "I just want you all to never forget there's someone in your lives hoping, praying that you're safe and unharmed right now." And we had to it that they continue their battle. They continue their way while freaking Elizabeth freaking tripped over or something and fell on her face or something, which is just hilarious. I'm like, what the hell, dude? But we see to it that Gother warns everyone there's a massive power coming up right now. Come on. And we have to it that Hauser orders all the knights to surround the enemy and get ready in formation Red Rose. But the moment they see the enemy, it was derriere. And the face she made right now is like nothing more than despair and sadness in her eyes. Even Elizabeth realizes this. And just by the looks of it, she might get killed, or Elizabeth would tell him to stop and let her speak to her or something. Because the way I look at derriere right now, after what she witnessed of Montpierre's sacrifice, along with his suicide attack against Estarossa, she is really in a very bad spot right now. Her face is nothing more than despair and sadness and just wants to die, you know? Just look on that last page. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Damn. So, I really hope she doesn't die right away in the next chapter. I mean, I'm pretty sure she still has somewhat of a role to play, possibly passing on information, and maybe she might die. But I really hope she doesn't die off quickly than usual. I have a feeling she will die because of certain misunderstandings of the Archangels, obviously, and of course humans, blah, blah, blah. Conflict in general that wants to kill her. I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about. It's going to get a little ugly, so we'll have to see. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!